So when the object is said to be in motion?
Ma'am, in respect to the other.
When we can
When it-
say that object is in motion?
When it changes its position with respect to a stationary object.
With respect to any stationary object, if any object, another object is changing its position, then we can say that object is in the state of rest, motion. And when the object is in the state of rest, when can we say that is the object is in the state of rest? Just
Ma'am,
like
can I
you
try?
right now. Just a sec. Mona, can you tell? Mona, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, can you tell when the object is in the state of rest? No. Tanishk? Tanish, when the object is said to be at rest?
Ma'am, when it will not move.
When it will not move. That's not a proper definition.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Yes, Kunal?
When an object doesn't change its position with respect to an stationary object.
When any object does not change its position with respect to any stationary object, then that object is said to be at rest. Right now, you and me are at the state of rest. Clear? Okay, so now linear motion, we have to discuss in class 9th only the concepts related to linear motion. That is a motion in one direction, one straight line. One straight line, if the object is moving, then that is called as linear motion. So we have to consider everything related to, we have to find out the physical quantities related to linear motion. Linear straight line. So object in one straight line direction, if it is moving, then that type of a motion is called as linear motion. So now related to that, first beginning, five physical quantities we have to learn, that is distance, displacement, speed, velocity, and acceleration. So 5 quantities, we need to know the definitions and how to calculate them. So first one is distance, second one is displacement, third one is speed, fourth one is velocity, and fifth one is acceleration and deceleration. So one by one, we have to start speaking about the distance and displacement. Okay. So you have written object is in the state of rest and motion means what? Have you written these statements? Object in the state of rest? No, you have not written anything. First point, write down object is in the state of rest when it is not changing position with respect to any stationary object. state of rest and state of motion. Then linear motion. And then we have to learn about distance and displacement. Completed?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what do you mean by distance and displacement? Distance means whenever any person or any object will move from one position to another position. So whatever the total length he has covered, total length of the path covered by an object, when it moves from one position to another position. When any object is moving from any object, any person, anything. Sorry. So object here, it is a position A and this is a position B. Moving from A to B, there are the different paths a person can take. Suppose a person has taken this path. It moves 2 meters towards north, then 5 meters towards east, and then come back to B. Like this way, 2 meters. It has covered this much part. Don't write anything right now. Now this is a first person has done. First person took this distance. Another person has took direct distance from A to B. And suppose it is 7 meter distance. Another person, third person has took this path. It moves from A to C like this and then move to B to C. So A to C, suppose he has covered 5 meter distance and 10 meter distance from C to B. So now whatever the first person has moved through this path, second person has moved through this path, and the third person has moved through this path. This is a third person. So 3 people have took 3 different paths when they moved from A to B. All of them started from A and reached at B only, but everyone took different paths. So the distance covered in these 3 things, these 3 cases are different from each other. So 3 cases, whatever the total length they have covered is the distance covered. The distance covered is equal to total length of the path covered. Total length of the path covered by an object. So everything you have to add up. Covered by an object. So whatever the path the person has covered, an object has covered, you have to keep adding them. Okay, so that is the total distance covered. Distance covered is denoted by the symbol S. Till now you were using D as a distance covered, but S is the symbol used for distance covered. It's clear? And it is independent of direction. It is independent of direction. This means what? If we change direction to move from one place to other place, we are not checking out whether it is going to east, whether going to north, whether it is going to south or west or east, west, whatever the path the person is taking. Every time we need to keep them adding up. All the lengths you need to add up. So that is what we call as it is independent of direction. So we are not concerning about the direction in which the person is moving to cover his final destination. So in this example, what I have given, in this distance covered by the first person, distance covered by first person is He has traveled first 2 meters. From here to here, A to suppose P, then P to Q, and then Q to B. So A to P, he has covered a 2 meter distance. Again, P to Q, he has covered 5 meter distance. And again, from Q to B, the person has covered 2 meter distance. So total distance is
9 meters.
9 meters, right? So the distance covered by the first person is 9 meter. Second person,
7 meters.
7 meters.
so directly 7 meters, nothing is added in that. And the third person,
15 meters.
15 meters.
15 meters.
5 meter plus 10 meter, that is equal to 15 meters. So all of them have moved from A to B only, but different people have took different places, different paths they have covered up. So everyone's distance covered is different. Is it clear? So whenever they are asking you to find out distance covered, you have to find out all the lengths he has covered. Right? You have to add everything, add the lengths of every path he has covered. You have to keep adding. You are not supposed to subtract anything. In this case, another example. A person moves from P to Q 500 meters and again came back through the same path more 700 meters. He returned back through the same path and now traveled 700 meters. So from Q through the same path, he came back, returned back. But he has covered how much distance?
700.
700. So he has covered somewhere here, he has reached 700 meters. So what is the total distance covered?
1,200.
1,200.
Distance covered is equal to
1.2
500 plus 700, that is 1,200 meters. Clear? Now, how the distance covered is different from displacement. Now, what does displacement means? Distance covered, clear? Whatever the length of the
Yes, ma'am.
path the person has covered, everything you have to keep adding. He has changed direction, he has moved along with any other path, doesn't matter. While moving from one position, initial position to final position, whatever the total distance a person has covered, everything you have to add up. Is it clear? That is called distance covered. Now, displacement. Till now, we were using the word displacement and distance as same, but actually there is a difference. These both of them are not same. They are completely different from each other. Now, what do you mean by displacement? Displacement, name itself, the person has changed its position. So now displacement is actually the straight line distance between initial position and final position. The straight line distance between initial position and final position. An actual definition is shortest distance between the initial and final positions is called displacement. Shortest distance between, don't write anything, I will give you all the proper definitions and everything. As a differentiating comparison, I will give you properly so that you can understand. Right now, try to understand. Displacement means the shortest distance between the initial and final position. So now in this first diagram, what I have drawn, initial position is
A.
A.
And what is final position?
B.
B.
B. So all the people have traveled 3 different paths. So which one is the shortest distance between A and B?
7
Second
meters.
option.
7.
That is the straight line distance. That is always the shortest distance is always the straight line distance between them. So join them with straight line. That path is covered or not covered by the person, doesn't matter. That path the person can cover or cannot cover, may cover or may not cover, that doesn't matter. Displacement is only the shortest distance between the first and last position. So that is the shortest distance, and always it is a straight line distance between initial and final positions. So here the straight line distance is 7 meters. So displacement of all these three people is equal to 7 meters. They have traveled different paths, but what is their displacement? Where they were and where they have reached. So that position displacements is actual displacement. So they have displaced, they have covered different path. Person A has took a long path. Person B also has took a long path. Person C has taken a straight path. But all of them have displaced from A and reached to B. The distance between A and B, aerial distance we actually consider, and that is 7 meter distance. So displacement of all the three people is 7 meters. Able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Tejaswini? Yeah.
Ma'am, how is it a second person traveled
Yes,
7
ma'am.
Second person has took the same straight line path. So therefore it is 7 meters.
Yes, ma'am, but above you wrote 5 meters.
Yeah, so that is here it is not straight. This is not perpendicular distances. These are somewhat curved then.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, don't go with the rectangle. It is not a rectangle. Okay. So
Yes,
now
ma'am.
in this case, tell me, in this case, what is the displacement?
500
What is
meters.
the initial
200
position is
200.
P
P.
P. And what is final position?
or
R.
R. So what is the distance between P and R? Now you have to calculate the straight line distance P
300.
and R.
200.
200 meters.
So it is 200 meters. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Third example. A person moves 600 meters, leave it, 6 meters from A to B, and then move in north direction. Towards east, he has moved 6 meter distance. And again, now in north direction, this is east. And north, it is moved 8 meter distance. He has moved towards north 8 meters. So till point C, position C. Now what is distance covered?
Ma'am, the displacement
14
10.
14.
Distance covered is
14
6
meter.
plus 8, that is equal to 14 meter. Now what is displacement?
10.
10
And
So displacement is in between, the directions are always perpendicular to each other. So this angle is 90 degree. And the shortest distance between A and C is a straight line distance, right? So AC is a straight line distance. And these are the directions. Directions are perpendicular to each other. So this is a right triangle. So by in a right triangle, we have to calculate the distance AC. So triangle ABC is a right triangle. So therefore, by using Pythagoras,
Ma'am, we should write.
don't write anything. Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. That is 6 square plus 8 square. 6 square is 36 plus 64, which is equal to 100. AC square is equal to 100. So AC is equal to
10.
10 meters. So displacement is 10 meters. So displacement is 10 meter. Is it clear?
yes
Yes, ma'am.
Now fourth example. A person is moving, athlete is moving on a circular track. So his track is circular of a radius of 100 meters. He was moving on a circular path with a radius of 100 meters. So how much is the distance covered and displacement in 1.5 round? No, leave it in 2 rounds. Covered in 2 rounds. When he completes 2 rounds, how much is the distance covered? How much is the distance covered? How to find out?
Circumference.
In 2 rounds, suppose the person is moving from position A here. Moving from A, and it will come back to A 1 round, and again moving again on this path only, outer boundary only, and reach to the A position again. So distance covered in 2 rounds. In 1 round, distance covered in 1 round is
Yeah.
equal to circumference of that circle. Circumference of circle. What is the formula for circumference?
2 into pi into
2 pi r.
2 pi r.
2 pi r in 1 round, and in 2 rounds,
4 pi r.
4 pi.
4 pi r.
so that is equal to 2 into 2 pi r, which is equal to 4 pi r. So what's the value? 4 into 3.14 into r is 100. So it is 4 into 314, which is equal to 1256 meters, right? Now tell me, what is displacement in this case?
0.
0.
0.
Displacement is, it has moved from A and come back to A again at the same position.
200
So
meters.
both A, initial position is A,
A.
and what is the final position?
A.
A, same position. So what is the difference between those two?
0.
0.
0.
So that is 0 meter. So displacement is 0 meter, right? Now tell me, what is the displacement in 1.5 rounds?
200.
Displacement in 1.5 rounds. So check out its position in 1.5 rounds. So 1 round, it has covered 1 circle, and then half round means it has covered 2 diametrically opposite end. That is this position it has reached, and this is exactly half. That means if we join AB, then what is AB?
200.
Diameter, which is 200.
It is a AB. This is exactly half the round. So only the chord which divides the circle into 2 halves, that is diameter. So AB is the diameter of the circle. So therefore displacement will be straight line distance between A and B, that is diameter.
200.
Radius is 100
200.
meter, diameter will be 200 meters.
100.
So 1.5 rounds, that is A to B, which is diameter of track, diameter of circle, that is equal to 2 into r, that is 2 into 100, which is 200 meters. Are you able to understand the concept of distance and displacement?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So distance and displacement can be equal, cannot be equal. But one thing important you need to know, that is displacement cannot be greater than distance covered. Always. Displacement can be equal to distance covered, but can never be greater than distance covered. Is that clear? Displacement can never be greater than distance covered. It is always lesser than distance covered or equal to distance covered. Cannot be greater than that. And can you tell me the example where distance and displacement both are same, equal values?
Object moving in a straight line.
Object moving in a straight line. Yes, here also, in this case also, the object is moving in straight line only. In this case also, the object is moving in straight line. But the distance and displacement are not same.
Ma'am, like the one which you gave as a second person.
So when, in which condition, tell me the example, the condition in which that example, the distance and displacement remain same.
When the distance is the person has covered a distance which is the shortest route to reach the Finding.
Okay. So how can you tell this in proper words? Because it is a question for 1 mark. Give example, give situation where the distance and displacement both are same. So you can tell that it is a very simple one when the object is moving in straight line in one direction. Straight line, but in a one single direction, no change in direction. When there is no change in the direction, then no the distance and displacement both are same only. The object is moving from A to B continuously in one direction, no change in the direction. Then in that case, the total distance covered and total displacement are exactly equal, right? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now one more thing I need to tell you about the physical quantities. Some physical quantities are called scalar quantities and vector quantities. So what do you mean by scalar and vector quantities? Scalar quantity is that physical quantity which is independent of direction. So we are not concerning for finding the value of that physical quantity. We are not concerning the direction. We are not taking into consideration the direction value. So whether it is moving east, whether it is moving west, whether it is moving downwards, upwards, we are not taking into consideration, just like a distance covered. If it is moving upward, then come downwards. In that case, what happened? Are we concerning, are we adding or subtracting anything? Or every time we are keep on adding, right? If the person has moved, the ball is moved upward 10 meters and it will come back again 10 meters. So how much is the distance covered?
20.
And
20 meters.
20 meters, moving up 10 and coming back 10. So 20 meters. So that means we have added. So we have not checked whether it is going upward is positive and the coming downwards is negative. That we are not concerning with. So the distance is direction independent. So such quantities which are independent of directions are called scalar quantities. The quantities which are independent of directions are called scalar quantities. Okay. And the quantities which are dependent on direction, just like an example, displacement. If you're moving east and again coming back to west, so are you adding or are you subtracting? Just like the example you can see here, in case of PQR, P to Q, the person has covered a distance in east and Q to R is covered in the direction west. So what exactly you have done? 500 is positive integer part. Remember the integers. Moving east, we have considered plus, and moving west, we have considered negative.
negative.
So we have subtracted both the distances. 500 minus 700. So it came minus 200. So minus 200, that means the distance is, the final position is 200 meters towards west. So here actually displacement you got 200. How we have calculated here, that is, it is moving east, we have considered 500, and again moving west, we have considered minus 700. So total displacement is minus 200 meters. Now what does this distance cannot be negative? Then what this negative sign tells? Negative sign tells that final position is towards west of initial position. So here the direction matters. In this case, direction matters. So such quantities where the direction is also has to be taken into consideration, such quantities are called vector quantities. Able to understand scalar and vector means? So many places now onwards, you need to know which quantity is scalar quantity and which quantity is a vector quantity. So accordingly, we have the magnitude, the value of that physical quantity keep on changing.
Ma'am,
It
can
will
you repeat the
change.
definition of vector quantity?
I will write it down that. I will write everything on the board as a comparison. So scalar quantity, the physical quantities which are independent of directions are called scalar quantities, and the physical quantities which are dependent on directions. If the direction changes, the value of that quantity changes. So such quantities we call as vector quantities. So displacement is a vector quantity. Yes.
So speed is a scalar quantity.
Yes, right. And the velocity is vector quantity. Able to understand scalar and vector means? Now
Yes,
we
ma'am.
will compare the distance and displacement. So distance covered. Now here, whatever the points right now we have discussed, I will write as a comparison. Now you can understand the difference between distance and displacement. Distance and displacement.
Should we write it down?
Yeah, along with me, you can write. So distance, first point, the definition. What is the definition of distance covered? The total length of the path. Total length of the path covered by an object. Is called distance. And what is the definition of displacement? The shortest distance. Between initial and final position. Is called displacement. Definition clear? Both of them? No,
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
it is independent of direction. So therefore called scalar quantity. And displacement is dependent. It is dependent on direction. Therefore called vector quantities. Distance covered can never be zero. But displacement can be zero. Can you tell the example where displacement is zero?
When the initial point and the final
Yes,
point is
sir.
the same.
When
One
the
round
initial
of ground.
The
position.
distance
Yes.
traveled in time.
So one round of the circle, when the person starts from same position and come back to the same position, then displacement is zero. Or when you throw a ball upwards, it covers some height and again come back, you catch at the same position. In that case also, the displacement is zero, right? Then fourth one is distance is always equal to or greater than displacement. Distance is always greater than or equal to displacement. And displacement is always lesser than or equal to distance covered, but cannot be greater than. Symbol used is S for distance, and for displacement we use S and arrow over it. So this arrow tells about the direction. Tanishka, can you mute your mic? Symbols S for distance and S arrow over that is for displacement. SI units in which we measure this, both of them is meter. Or both of them SI units in which we measure distance is meter. So right now, I'm coming in 1 second, switching on the light. Completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone completed?
Ma'am, the last.
Yes, ma'am.
Pathikrit, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll write down these examples after this. First example. Completed first one?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Ma'am, 1 minute.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you scroll a little up?
This is the diagram. This is the diagram and these are the distance covered by 3 different people.
Ma'am, done.
Done, ma'am.
Second example. So here top you can write object moves from P to Q and return to Q. So R, sorry. Object moves, second one, from P to Q 500 meters and return back 700 meters to R.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
And third one.
Ma'am, the second point, object moves from which direction?
Done, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, done.
So the third example.
Can you scroll a bit down?
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done. Okay.
Ma'am, done.
Okay.
Done.
Everyone completed?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
This one also 1.5 rounds. Find out for 1.5 rounds.
Yes, ma'am, done.
Ma'am, can you show the fourth example?
Fast, fast, fast. Done. This is a question. A farmer moves along the boundary of square field of side 10 meter in 40 seconds. What will be the magnitude of displacement of the farmer at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds from his initial position?
Ma'am, should we solve it?
Yes, obviously. A farmer moves along the boundary of square field of side. That square field's boundary is 10 meters. And that he covers, the full boundary is covered in 40 seconds. So this is a boundary of square field. A, B, C, D. It has a side of 10 meters. So suppose he is starting from A. It will complete a boundary in 40 seconds. The how much distance covered in 40 seconds?
40 meters.
40 meters.
Distance covered in 40 seconds is equal to 40 meters. 10, 10, 10, 10. 40 meters. Now how much they are asking? In 2 minutes 20 seconds. in 2 minutes 20 seconds means how much distance, how much seconds? 2 minutes means 60, 120,
80 seconds.
80,
140 seconds.
140 seconds.
Ma'am, is the answer square root of 200?
Yes. So it is the total time covered is 140 seconds. So in 140 seconds, now check out where he will reach. So first round he will complete in one round. How much this time it will take for one round? One complete round, 40 seconds. Second round,
80 seconds.
80 seconds.
80 seconds. Third one,
120.
3 rounds actually,
120.
120. And now how much left out?
20.
20 more seconds left out.
3.5 rounds.
So he will cover A, come back to A, 3 rounds he will complete fully. And then for 20 seconds, that means he will reach to C. So 3.5 rounds completed. In 3.5 rounds, what is the final position?
C.
Final position is C. So now A to C distances. Displacement you have to calculate. So we have to draw this one, draw the straight line AC. So we have to calculate for displacement, we need to calculate AC.
10 square plus 10 square.
Displacement is equal to AC. And this is a square. So angle B will be,
90 degrees.
90 degrees.
so AC can be calculated by, how to calculate AC distance?
Pythagorean.
AB squared plus
Pythagoras.
Pythagoras
Square
square.
plus BC square. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So that is 10 square plus 10 square. 100 plus 100, which is 200. AC square is equal to 200. So AC will be square root of 200. So it can be written as 10 root 2 meters. 200 is 2 into 100. 100's square root will come out 10. 10 root 2. Root 2 value is 1.414. So this is equal to 14.14 meters. Approx.
Ma'am, is it necessary to write the decimal?
Yes, you have to find out distance displacement in decimals. You can't keep it in square roots. Clear, everyone? How we have calculated?
Ma'am, how it is?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Why you are, Rakshit, why you are shouting?
Ma'am, for me here it's like lagging, ma'am.
So write down this.
Ma'am, can you scroll down? Ma'am, a little bit more.
Wait.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So now you can leave. So a few more questions. We'll
Thank you,
discuss
ma'am.
next class, and then speed and displacement, velocity we have to check.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm having a doubt, ma'am. In the
Where
part
you
of
were from the last?
ma'am, I was
Where you were in the
supposed-
class? You were not in the class.